Obviously, you can have great labor and great employees, but if they don't have the tools, the trucks, and the equipment to get the job done in an efficient way, then you're only as good as what you've set them up to be. And so we're here for them to make sure that they have what they need to be successful on the job. Well, my day starts about 2:15 in the morning, and I get to the office by about 3:15 every morning. And normally I start out by making sure all the schedules are set, making sure all the crews have their loads scribbled out so they know what to load in the mornings. I actually pull all the color myself personally every morning just to make sure that they have exactly what they need. So I'd say the big part of my day is the first 3 hours of the day. We do multiple jobs, different colors, different finishes. So because of that, I go in and I do all the addition and arithmetic for them so that they know exactly how much gray stone, how much Chilean rock to load, so forth, for their 2 or 3 jobs that they have that day. When I first started working for Rob Burkett, there were only 5 of us, and we were a small company, and we've really grown, and I think it's been because he has always wanted to have the best reputation, to be the best installer, basically do our job better and better every day, and to learn from our mistakes. So when I was training as a plasterer, I wanted to be as good as I possibly could and tried to learn as much as I could from the old timers that taught me. That's something that we've kind of carried through even to our employees now. They just have a certain sense of pride in their work, and you can see it even when things maybe start to get a little hard. They are in there, they are working it, and they're going to do the best they can every single day, because that way they can leave and have that pride and that satisfaction of doing the best that we possibly can. The other part of that is, for Rob and I, is providing them with the tools that are essential for that. You can have great labor and great employees, but if they don't have the tools, the trucks, and the equipment to get the job done in a professional way and in an efficient way, then you're only as good as what you've set them up to be. And so we really tried to set them up to succeed. I come from the philosophy that mixer man, even though early on, when I first started, he was kind of the grunt of the crew, right? But we don't operate that way. I think Jorge, who's on the back of the truck, has been mixing for about 7 years now. Now, I could very well put him in the pool and train him, which we will, but I pay him just as well as everybody else, and it's because he's just as important as everybody else that's on the crew. And with that, you get a consistent mix. He realizes how important that is. You don't want to have one that comes in too thick and then one that comes in way too wet. You want that water cement ratio the same throughout. I have to give credit where credit's due, and it does start with Rob, the owner. He's kind of set an agenda, attitude. He really cares about his employees. I've worked here for 28 years, and it's something that I feel very strongly about with my group, 50, 60 guys that I manage. We view it as a family. We view it as a collective that is moving forward. And, you can't leave somebody behind. I mean, they have to feel just as much part of what's going on as any of the managers or owner or, general manager. They're just as important. And I think having that thought process and treating people that way not only translates into them, being happier and them giving a better job, but it's the right thing to do.